You celebrate your life. Celebrate the good and the bad, the happy, the sad, the joy and the pain, the sun and the rain. Celebrate life. Celebrate your life with love.
Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to a spiritual remedy. My name is Sunshine Daye, and what a joy it is to greet you on this Monday. Wow, please say hello. Let me know where you are tuning in from. I already see we got Nancy Sepulveda joining us. Hey, Nancy. It's so good to see you today. So good to have you with us. And of course, as always, you always remind us that it's going to be a great day, and it is that exactly. Now, I see a world where clean and sober people, I see a world where people in general are living their best life and loving it. And to that end, I provide spiritual tools and personal support for your personal transformation. And that's what it's really all about. It's all about taking a look at our own lives and looking to see, where we're doing great. I have this wonderful way of looking, and I like to call it red light, green light, yellow light, right? And when we think about a traffic light with the three, what are the things in my life that are a go, that are working, that are doing well, and that I need to kind of continue, right? What are the things that I need to examine? Would be the yellow light, right? What do I need to stop, to start at doing? And the red light, is that stop. What do I need to stop doing? What is it about my life? What areas in my life are not working? And what are those things that keep me stuck? A lot of times, as we take a look at those things that keep us stuck, we wonder, what do we do with them? So what do you do when you find, hey, Alina, good to have you with us this morning. What are the things that you find that you go, man, I'm really stuck in this pattern, this belief, this thought, this way of being, this habit, maybe a bad habit, maybe an addiction. What do you do with that? So when you think about red light, green light, yellow light, what are things I get to continue doing because they're working in my life? What are things I might slow down with? What are things I need to stop? When you find the things that you need to stop, what do you do with that? Hey, Michelle, so good to have you with us. The question is, when you find things in your life that are not working for you, what do you do with that? What do you do? And so, I just want to share a couple of things in helping and in guiding people towards progress. Today, I really want to talk about progress, not perfection, right? This idea that as we really examine our lives and as we take a look at what works, what doesn't work, what we want to have to work, what we want to start doing, maybe it's that, what we want to start doing. What do we need to start doing? As we go towards progress, not perfection, as you begin to release the distractions in your life, the addictions in my life, the bad habits in your life, how do you get to leading a healthier life? And let's face it, many people get sober, many people get clean, many people find spirituality, and yet there's some of these things that continue to gnaw away at us. And I want to just share that, sometimes when we let go and we don't necessarily allow ourselves to really flourish, what happens with these addictions, with these bad habits, with these things that we do over and over again that we need to stop, what ends up happening is that it ends up causing health problems. And by health problems, I mean, staying stuck in bad habits or addictions or in things that kind of keep us in a rut. They often lead to a lot of physical and mental health issues. Whether it's a substance abuse or whether it's a bad habit, it could be gambling, it could be, addiction to porn, it could be being an under earner. These habits contribute to a decline in our overall well-being. And when I think about you out there, especially those of you who continue to be on the show, it's like what I want for you, of course, is health and wholeness and abundance and peace and serenity and all that good stuff. And staying in these little habits that just keep gnawing away at us actually contribute to our demise instead of contribute to our health and wholeness. And as a result, sometimes, like, I know for me, it's interesting. I think my mom, she gets into playing her games, and I fly to Florida to go see her, and she will sit in a room and she'll be playing her games, and I'm like, "Hello, Mom, I'm right here. Like, let's have a conversation." They sometimes, our addictions, our bad habits, the things that we're accustomed to. When we go out for lunch, dinner, we think that putting our phones on the table is actually a good thing, but it's actually a distraction, and it actually causes strain when you're off, in an addiction or in a habit. And you're not being with the people that you love and you care for, and it's about relationships, it puts a strain on that. And so I'm wondering about what progress looks like for you. I'd love to see in the comments, what do you do when there's things that you find that you need to stop? What is that you do? And I know I'm going to keep asking until somebody gives me an answer. Till somebody gives me an answer. I want to be able to see who, what you do and hear from you on some of the things you do. Now, I will share with you that, releasing these unhealthy behaviors and habits, it actually contributes to a better physical and mental life for you. Your relationships, it enhances your relationships. You start feeling like, I'm growing. There's more spaciousness because now you've let go of something, and all of a sudden stuff that you didn't have time for before, you have time for. You may even find that by releasing some of these habits, these addictions, these ways of being, that you have more financial flow, because now all of a sudden, with this freedom of time and with this freedom of a clarity of mind, you begin to see where you have better financial management, and where money that might have been previously spent on destructive behaviors, now you can put them towards something that is better for you. So the key here is to recognize, right? Red light, green light, yellow light, is to recognize what must I stop doing, and develop a daily practice of mindfulness. Because now that you've identified that this is something I get to stop, or that I want to stop, you get to recognize the triggers and the patterns that are associated with this. You get an opportunity to look like, what am I feeling at that moment that causes me to want to engage in this behavior? Thank you, Alina. Moderation in the go-to word. Moderation in the go-to word. Oh, okay. Would you share a little bit more about what that means? Now, Michelle says, is go is the go-to word. Oh, moderation is the go-to word. Thanks, Rev Kev. Yes, moderation. Moderation is a go-to word. Staying accountable and current with the people that you know best, whether it's with my sponsor, my closest friends, being honest and expressing where I'm at. Yeah, as soon as I tell somebody that I have a challenge with this or a challenge with that, now it's out there. And now I get to be accountable. Now I get to look at my behaviors, my beliefs. So yeah, maybe it's a yellow and it's moderation as the go-to word. Maybe I slow down a little bit, which is a great opportunity. It's like, oh, is this really an addiction? Is this really something? Is this really something, that I need to look at? Michelle also says being open to suggestions. Farrell, happy belated birthday. I know your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday. Talks about having awareness of the beliefs and the behaviors, right? Becoming aware of these things. Absolutely. These are all things that are instrumental. So as we're wrapping up our time today, that mindful awareness is going to be key and is going to be important as a first step is these mindfulness techniques and recognizing the triggers. What are the things that lead me to my habit or to my go-to? What are those things, right? But then begin to say, all right, if I have the habit of being on the phone 5 hours a day and I want to do moderation and what comes up when I want to see what's on social media or want to feel, I might feel down and depressed and I want to be uplifted or something similar to that, right? Well, why don't I postpone that? Why don't I postpone that for a little bit? Put it off for a little bit. And allow myself to do something different. Why don't I try something? Let me eat something healthier, like beginning to switch it a little bit. The initial stages of changing bad habits, I need to be willing to perhaps feel uncomfortable and feeling lost. Absolutely. What's up, Lisa? Love you big. The other thing I love that Michelle is talking about here is control, right? And sometimes we have the illusion of control, but we want to take a look. So all I'm inviting us to do this week is to really just take a look at progress and not perfection. I don't have to be perfect at it, but I definitely want to give myself the opportunity to look at the traffic light. What are the things I get to start? What are the things I get to stop? What are the things that I get to continue doing in my life that are working for me? I'm glad that this is helping you, because that is exactly what this show is about. Here's the other thing that I just kind of want to remind us is beyond sobriety, the 4 agreements is something that I am doing for the next 4 months. We started on this week. We started the book this week. However, it is not too late for you to join. You can watch the replay, and our task is to read the first agreement. And we're going to get back together in April. We get together once a month, and what we do is a deep dive into how we got to be how we are, and how the agreements that we've made based on what we've been taught, how we've been acculturated, how we've been socialized, how learned what we've learned, how we get to be how we are, but how we create from those things that are not necessarily the truth, and we're in agreement with things that are not the truth. What a wonderful discovery around sobriety, around habits, around living. I know the show's going just a little bit longer than usual, but I think that this is important. So go to our website, vidaslc.org. You can still sign up for the class, and I would love to have you there. The other thing that I want to mention is next week, next Monday, we start at a new time. What we've been noticing is that people have more time during the middle of the day. So next week, 1 o'clock Pacific time, 1 p.m. Pacific will be the new show time. And I invite you to tell all of your friends to take a lunch break right around then if you're here on the West Coast. And to really, really come and just kind of hang out with us for like 15, 20 minutes at the max. The last thing I want to tell you is so many people have been like, yo, Sunshine, I love what you're doing online. I love all of the shows. I love the YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's so much spiritual content there. But when are you going to like gather us together? Well, on the 29th, Friday, March the 29th, in our Huntington Beach office, we're going to gather. We're going to get together. We're going to hang out. It's called Life Cafe. And we are going to talk about life and spirituality and really support one another in our growth and our unfoldment and our moving forward and living the best life that we possibly can. So that's it for today. That's a lot of stuff. Red light, green light, yellow light. What are the things I get to stop, to start, or to continue? I love you so very much. And please, 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 until the next time, know that you are loved. If you need to reach out, I am here for you. I did this show with you in mind. All right, beloveds, sending you lots and lots of love and receiving the love that you're sending me back. Jason, thanks so much. All right, bye for now, beloveds.
Thanks for tuning in to A Spiritual Remedy. Use the links in the description for a prayer request, to donate to Be That Spiritual Learning Center, and to join our mailing list. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you can visit us at vidaslc.org for more information.